Greetings and welcome to the Halloween edition of the Sliders Review. And I'm here today to talk to you about Jessie, the episode The Whining, which is a take on Stephen King's The Shining. This is one of my favorite episodes. It's just so it's just so funny. It's not as funny as the older one. The ghost one, but this one is still pretty hilarious. Basically, what it is that it starts off when we see Jessie. She's sewing something up for Halloween, and we see Bertram come in and tell about how much he loves Halloween and trick or treating, and he loves scaring little kids, and he wants to know which mask is scary. And she's all like, the one in the middle, which happens to be his face. And so Luke comes down, and he's in like tattered clothes, and he said he's like Bruce Banner after he transformed into like the Hulk, which pisses Jessie off because she spent a long time sewing him a Superman costume. And then Zuri comes down and talking about she wants to be like a race car driver after Jessie just sold her an astronaut outfit. I don't understand something. If this family is so rich, why is she sewing up their costumes and making them one? I don't get that. So anyway, the kids, they're down in the lobby, all in there like, well, they're not in the Halloween outfits yet. And they see like the door guy, the hotel door person. His name is Grim. And he scares them because he sneaks up behind them. And he tells them story of this like old 1920s like nanny who like did something horrible to her kids. And like how this place is haunted and stuff like that. And he gives like a premonition of like a river of blood and something about twins. My bad. Oh Lord, it's like 12 something in the morning. I'm recording this. Sorry for yawning, guys. It always happens at night. It never does that in the morning because I'm like well adjusted and everything. But yeah. So anyway, he scares the crap out of them about the premonitions of what's gonna happen to the hotel, and they turn around, turn back, and he's now like gone and stuff. So anyway, it's trick or treat time, and the kids are ready to get some candy. They're gonna like go trick or treating around in their hotel. Luke still has his like Hulk. Well, that ain't the Hulk. It's like Bruce Banner. It's basically a suit that's ripped up. Robbie's a like Robin Hood. Mrs. Kipling's Robin Hood. Zuri is a race car driver with an actual race car. That's pretty cool to drive that around. And Emma, she is like a pixie fairy princess type thing. Their outfits are so cool looking, man. And so Jessie tells them, be home like at a certain time and stuff. And so later on, early in the episode, Jessie was talking to Tony, which is her boyfriend. He's like the door guy. And so like he was telling her about this party that's happening in the building, and this famous author that's gonna be there, and she's like, oh wow, I get to meet this dude. I can show him my short story I've been writing, something about like a zombie nanny or something like that. And so he's gonna be working the party, but he thinks he's invited. But she tells him, nah, it sounds like you're gonna be working it and stuff, serving drinks and food and all this other stuff. So anyway, the kids, they're like, just going floor by floor, and next thing you know, they see like Grim again, and he's telling them about like the blood in the elevator and stuff like that. And so like they turn around again, and he's like gone and stuff. And so like they are like, there ain't gonna be no blood in this elevator. And then the elevator door opens and red liquid pours out. They freak. They all take off running, and Zuri drives off. It was Tony. He spilt his punch bowl, and they thought that was blood. So then they all get split up. So it's Robbie and Emma, and then it's Luke and Zuri on one team. And Luke and Zuri, they meet these two girls that happen to be twins, and they had the most disturbed look on their face, talking about, come play with us. And it freaks them out. But then they turn around to the corner and the girls are there again. They're all like, come play with us. It's just like they haul butt. Zuri like takes off of her car and Luke is jumping on behind, but it breaks down. And then so they like leave after that. And then so like Jessie, her and Bertram are going back and forth about Halloween costume. She is now dressed as like a 1920s. I don't know what you call it. I don't know what you call that. Is it a cabaret dancer? I don't know, something like that. But so she's on the laptop and she's writing her story, and then she finishes, and then she falls like fast asleep. And then when she wakes back up, Tony lets her know what time it is, and she is livid because the kid should have been back by now. And Bertram's in like a werewolf costume or something like that. So anyway, she is pissed. And so when she's in the kitchen, she's talking about how she's gonna like wring these little kids' neck, but she has a meat cleaver in her hand, and then she's talking about how she's gonna hurt them kids, and how she's gonna take something away from them. Basically, just like their TV privileges for like the weekend and stuff. But rather and Emma over here with the meat cleaver in her hand, and it scares the piss out of them. So they hightail it all out of there, and they keep on running. So she goes all over the hotel looking for them with a meat cleaver in her hand. But to top it all off, Tony spills punch all over her. So it looks like she has blood dripped all over her dress. So when the kids see her, they are beyond freaked out because she's talking in a very creepy kind of way, like, kids, I'm here for you, and stuff like that. She's pissed. So they take off running, which pisses her off even more. And she chases after them in high heels. It's so cute the way she runs in high heels. So then they have like a little Scooby-Doo like montage running moment where they going like room to room and stuff like that. Then the kids end up making it to the party, and they lock the door behind themselves. And then Jessie like punches through like the door and stuff. And then she pushes her head through the door. And she's all like, here's Jessie, which is calling from The Shining. So the kids freak out. Tony's all like, something happened with Tony and his punch. People spit the punch out. Oh, yeah, that's right. When Jessie's head went through. And so so he's all like upset because the punch spilled again. So then she explains to the kids she was never gonna hurt them. It's just she's mad at them and stuff like that. Then she sees the author dude and he rejects her as he's walking by. She's trying to sell him a story. And so the kids talking about how Grim scared them, and Tony's all like, there's no night door guy and everything. So anyway, they're back in the room, and and they're talking, and the kid's in trouble, stuff like that. And then we see Grim. He's in the lobby with a ghost Jessie and stuff. See, the reason why they thought she was a ghost was because he showed them a picture of the evil nanny from a long time ago, and it looks just like Jessie, dressed as like a 1920s, whatever type of dress she has on. And so when he's talking to the ghost of that evil nanny. And talking about how she loves scaring kids for their trick-or-treat candy and all this other stuff, and they should eat it all up. Both of them are ghosts. So they walk through the wall, and the bag of candy hits the wall. So then next thing you know, Luke tries to get the candy bag, and she's grabbing it back and forth. And then she freaks him out, talking about, candy's bad for your teeth and everything. So he takes off and running. It's one of those hilarious, I love Jessie, man. Jessie was one of the best Disney Channel shows ever. Sure, it had stereotypical characters, but it was so much fun. Oh, I miss that show, and I miss Bunked. Bunked is now canceled, I believe, after 5 seasons. Man, just all the good stuff is gone. Oh, and as for like the girls, it turns out that they were quadruplets and they just wanted to make a play date with the kids, but I don't know why they kept having disturbed looks on their faces. But it really wasn't but twins that just played four characters and stuff. It was pretty good CGI how they did the split screen thing. So I give them props for that. Boy, I missed this show. That wasn't that spooky. Alright, well, I shall talk to y'all later. Bye.